amazing. She says, okay, listen, you got to have an open mind. Don't get me wrong, they have a menu, but when you talk to Debbie, it's like calling your mom. And Debbie's the owner. I don't know if you guys know who Debbie Mirandaville is, Richard Mirandaville, but they have they have an amazing thing going on. It's called Goods from the Garden, and they are always catering all the events that are happening. And it's just like they love catering. That's basically what this business is all about. But they now do like catering for small families, small businesses, and whatever. I mean, but they'll cook you up some food. But anyways, when you call her up, it's like calling mom, saying, "Mom, I need some food," and she goes, "Okay, I got you covered." And then obviously, there's food allergies, so you got to say a little bit of food allergies. And then she goes, I just need you to be open, and I need you to understand that I will make you some good food. And I'm like, done.
So the question is, what size, like, catering order does it have to be for her to come drop it off?
That was the other thing, Eric. I was trying to see if she was like. I don't actually think she had a delivery service, but she did do it for me out of kindness of her heart, I think. The meal that I had was starting at $47, $48, $50. That was feeding four people.
Okay, that's not bad.
It definitely is not bad. I mean, you guys could go ahead and see her thing on Prescott or Facebook. She just actually put up a menu, a simple menu. And once again, guys, this is amazing food that comes from the gardens of the area. So that's the best part about this. And, you can't really go wrong with her food. It's just amazing. Like, it is amazing. So, anyways, we got that brisket going on. We're going to make it happen. So, Eric, over the past couple about that homicide or that investigation on the missing people, quite possibly a homicide, and they just don't. Nobody wants to talk besides the information that's coming out. And Dwight Evelyn, I've been corresponding with him, asking, Ray, can we get some more information? And we have to conversate with the press to get in. It's closed book.
Yeah. Okay.
Closed book, but it's Chino Valley. I mean, who did not see something in Chino? Everybody sees everything in Chino Valley. It's just freaking 10,000 people. I mean, everybody knows everybody. So if you guys have something to say or know anything, just go ahead and say something. If you guys see anything, say something. I mean, these people need to be found. So I kind of like was inquiring about that, and that was a very.
Idaho's still in jail. Do we know that?
I didn't even know they brought him. I think he's still in jail. This is the information that I want to know. I feel like the people want to know, like, what happened to the guy that they went to go see out in Idaho.
Well, hopefully, I mean, somebody comes forward and says something. Pictures are going viral, and it's on them. A lot of people freak out with the kids.
Yeah, well, it looks like there's a lot of people just upset in general, and if you put something out, man, it's like pitchforks right now. Obviously, we're seeing that right now in Minneapolis, and holy moly, that just went into from protest to straight up chaos. Like, they're looting now. So I feel like a lot of people have a lot of built up tension, and so whenever something comes out, it's headhunting. That's for sure. It's so sad, man. I don't know what to say about it, Eric. I was thinking about posting, live video of it, but I was like, man, I just don't want to be an agitator. But I also don't want to sweep underneath the rug, the things that happen. And in my take, there's an action for every reaction. So, it's hard to be on one side of the fence and then on the other side of the fence and then try to be neutral about the whole thing. But the ultimate goal is to find the silver lining in the whole thing from both sides. It just needs to be fixed. I don't know how to fix it, but it just needs to be fixed. I mean, obviously, I have my own personal opinion, but it is what it is. Sometimes we have to fight for our right, and sometimes we have to make a scene in order for us to get heard. So I think that's what's happening out in Minneapolis. Unfortunately, that's what's happening out in Minneapolis. So. But we have to worry about what is actually really happening here locally in Prescott, we ended up having like a news report that came in yesterday, and it was in regards to teen suicide, and this is 100% not like exactly what we are looking for inside of like information going out. But Eric, we've been talking about this for a while now, talking about how you need to keep contact with people you haven't heard, keep in contact with the teens, grown-ups, older people, because everybody's running through some problems or some issues unknowingly what is going on. But I'm just going to go ahead and read this because it's great information and I think everybody needs to hear it. And this is really honestly all about teen suicide rates reach higher.
This came out from the sheriff's department, right? They're the ones that published it?
Prescott Valley Police Department, actually.
Prescott Valley Police Department, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, thinking this is in regards to a recent suicide that just happened with a teen. So they're not advocating on this post about that specific teen, and I don't have information about that specific teen, but I have been seeing chatter, and I can't speak about it because it's just not news for me to report because I got to respect the family and all who are involved in it, and that's just what I have to do. Is if they approach me, I will go ahead and speak up with them. So anyways, as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to push communities to the breaking point, there are several groups that have vulnerable. One of these groups is a teen community. While the virus may not be ravaging this group at the same rate as other groups, our teens are facing other serious issues, issues that demand the attention of our local child advocates. Even before the pandemic, suicide has been the second leading cause of death in teen. 19 stated that the youth suicide rate have reached a 20-year high. While we may not be able to reach the teens in other places, there is a lot we can do locally to reach out to our local youth. And I gotta agree to this. We can do this. Prescott Valley Police Department recognizes the vulnerability of our local teens because the prefrontal cortex of the brain in adolescence, the part that deals with the impulse control and being able to fully understand consequences of actions, doesn't develop until these teens are in their 20s. So now that explains a lot of why I was going. Sorry, I couldn't put a joke in there. Teens in their 20s, this age group may struggle with being able to see that other current situation is not permanent. Online activity and lack of adult supervision during this lockdown has only made the situation worse. There are no child advocates available to see the warning signs. Depression, drug, and alcohol use, the other maladaptive behaviors go unnoticed. Ooh, gosh, tongue twister right there. So the Prescott Valley Police Department would like to encourage all parents, grandparents, guardians, neighbors, and friends to reach their sphere of influence and just check in with them. That small and seemingly unimportant interaction could be the defining moment in averting in tragedy. If needed, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-248-TEEN. I know that we posted a phone number prior, but we did correct it, and we want to make sure that phone number gets out there. But it's 1-800-248-TEEN, and let me swing back, guys, and get you the actual real phone number because I know that teen, if you spell it wrong, it just comes different. And that phone number will be 1-800-248-8336. That's 1-800-248-8336. So guys, if you have an issue, you have a problem, if you have a teen you can't cope with, but you see the signs, say something. Let's try to get them some help. And there's help out there for you guys. And I know for a fact that they actually put that information out there. I'm actually going to put this in the thread so everybody can see that. And then it was 8336, right? 8336.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about this, and so they're encouraging you to reach out to people, call them, text them, FaceTime them. I know summer started, especially for a lot of teens, and that's where they lose contact or they go off and do things with their friends, and they just can't right now. So if you haven't heard from anybody, definitely, if you can, reach out to them and just say hi.
Yeah, just give one word and then a word of encouragement. I mean, it's everything. I remember one day in high school, and it still leads. I have a bad memory because I got hit in the head, and I think I had amnesia, so I lost a lot of information. But at one point in time, there was a counselor, Miss Martinez, and this is how you know your words are going to be something that are beneficial. She says, Martine, if you have the opportunity to do something, you will be able to rule a country if you're enabled. And I was like, what? and so that stuck with me for all of my life. I mean, I knew I was a leader. I knew that I was obviously like being a part of the head of the crew or the head of the gang or whatever. And when she told me this, it stuck in my head. So here I am, 42 years old, and I still have that. So I know words do encourage, people. So just go out there and just say something encouraging, guys. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to go ahead and just reach out. And then unfortunately, sometimes they don't want to be talked to. You got to like weasel your way around a conversation with the teen so you don't offend them too quickly. But you know what? Have somebody else do it. If you can't reach out to your child to say, hey, Linda, can you call up, Susie and just see how she's doing? And without her even knowing it, just listen, just be outside the box. Just make sure that you guys do this stuff and realize that.
Think about all these people, these teens that had all these big plans, big summer plans, big life plans, and it's all on hold. I mean, a lot of them can't even do their first job right now,
Yeah.
And so they just, they need something.
Yeah, they definitely need something. I mean, it's just one of those sad things. And once again, guys, this is all about teen suicide. And if you guys just reach out, I mean, this is for everybody. I mean, we can't just really focus on just one set because it's going, widely. I mean, I got word the other day about something of the same sorts, and there was an older person, in their 70s. So this is not exactly what we were looking for, but we knew something like this was going to happen. And as the Yavapai County Health Department was saying that, we have to watch out for this scenario because people are going to be at home. They're not going to know what to do. They're going to be disconnected because of the word social distancing. And if you haven't heard from a family member, if you haven't seen anything from a family member, please check in on them like right now. Go and message them. Go say hello. Go say something about it.
This is hard for older people too, right? They're most areas feel like they can't go out. I know a lot of older people that are kind of losing their minds, not being able to do their normal routine.
It's true, Eric, and it's devastating. So COVID-19 is not only a virus, but it also is a breakdown on some people. So we got to really watch out for them. So make sure you guys go out there and reach out to somebody today.
So let's hear something good. What are the good news you got?
Yeah, Eric, let me go ahead and try to find this good news for you, because most of the stuff that is coming in is 100% like, ouch, ouch, but this is something that needs to be done. But at the same time, I feel like there's going to be some good news that comes out of it, because then there is some, great opportunities in life that people today, man.
Well, we've got Mayor Pro Tem Prescott coming on the show here to talk about the AED deal, kind of explain it. So
that's a big deal. It looks like all of the Dells, Save the Dells organization, ADE or
it's AED,
yeah, something like that. In the city, they're all coming to an agreement. I read their letter of intent. I sent it to you, Eric. I don't know. Did I send it to you?
No, not yet.
See how I am? I'll send it right now. But Eric, I read it, and it was kind of awesome to see kind of the negotiation that was going down in between all of it. And I swear it was one of the most entertaining things to see the negotiation process. I mean, there's a lot of questions because I don't know a lot of the lingo, so we might need to put a lawyer on here as we actually interview Mayor Pro Tem so he could go ahead and decipher the lingo for us. That would be kind of funny. We brought our lawyer so he could talk to us about this. But anyways, the letter of intent is actually running through the things that we are actually wanting to do as far as a community effort and what we are needing. So it looks like they're saving. At first, I think the Peabody Trail, when they first brought out the map, there was going to be a crossing of 5 different locations on this map. And gosh, I'm going to have to get this name right, ended up taking that back and only has 1 crossing across the Peabody Trail. So they gave up some land here, gave up some land here, gave up some water, and that math jargon for the water is kind of like, it's just one of, again, I don't know what exactly it means, but at the same time, we will find out the truth. And we will make this happen, Eric.
So it'll be interesting. I'm interested to learn more about it. That's for sure. I mean, this has been going on for a long time,
2 years.
Over how many years?
2 years, Eric. 2 years, man. And so we finally came down to.
It's good to see that everybody's able at least to agree. I mean, right? I mean, it's so hard to find people agree to stuff right now.
Yeah, I'm over here on Instagram. He's like, "Why am I the only one watching?" Because I just started Instagram, man. Jeez, people these days. So I got that over there to you, Eric. I sent it. So we had to go ahead and tell everybody about the airport that was coming in, and then we had to revise things. So I'll end up posting that as well. There was Memorial Day. Okay, so Memorial Day brought some things. And so I know you want some good news, Eric, but I just don't have any good news right now. Oh, park fire update? Done.
Oh.
Done.
What about, I heard there was one, another fire out by
Congress.
Congress.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
I think it was Congress. It ended up having a red code, which was pre-evacuation, but then they lifted that up like literally last night. So they ended up taking that back. So that was awesome as well. So see, there we go. Good news. I like that.
That's good news. There you go. Good job.
But we're still going to wait for the reports, for the final reports. There was one. Let's see. Okay, so we got the reports in for the COVID-19, so that has been kind of like 90. It just jumped up 3 more. But she also had a video out, and I think we should try to share that yesterday. But she was saying that all the girls from the Mingus Mountain have recovered from what was said. I got to go back and read that, but they did say that most of the girls have recovered with no hospitalizations. So that is a good news, Eric. See, I'm going with this good news.
You're full of good news. Yeah.
14. Say some good news, and here I am, man. I'm freaking full of good news. Let's see. There was one with the. There was one with. I really wanted to talk about this, but Memorial Day stats. Memorial Day stats, Eric. So DUI stats for the Memorial Day weekend was a good thing. It doesn't seem like it had too many of incidents, but it did end with an indecent exposure and a violation. So let me go ahead and read you over this past.
That sounds interesting. Yeah. What happened there?
It's all over the board. Over the past Memorial Day weekend, the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office deployed a DUI enforcement detail with 10 deputies prioritizing such enforcement. This resulted in 49 traffic stops, and deputies noted 21 designated sober drivers and arrested 8 DUI drivers. There was 1 aggravated DUI and 4 misdemeanor DUIs, 2 extreme DUIs, and 1 drug-related DUI. The average breath alcohol level was 0.155, almost twice the legal limit. Guys, geez, that's not good. I mean, I drink myself, but man, that's excessive. And once again, man, it's like everybody just got let out of the freaking cage and they just went crazy. But thank God there wasn't, accidents or deaths, hopefully, in the area. In the cases, a 46-year-old California driver was arrested during the evening hours of May 22nd, 2020 for a DUI drug charge. The driver had been seen committing numerous moving violations on Gurley Street in Prescott, and when stopped, the deputy immediately detected a strong odor of marijuana from the passenger compartment. The deputy is certified as a drug recognition expert, also known as DRE, and determined that the series of tests that the driver was in fact impaired. At one point, the driver declined further tests and had already noted, "I smoke a lot of weed." Additionally, his California driver's license was suspended, and he was in possession of about a half ounce of marijuana. So, I don't know what to say, man, but the guy obviously smokes too much dang weed. And that's
where was that? Which city?
Prescott. I was downtown Prescott. So California guy with I don't know if he was from California or whatnot, but it stated that he was from California. Here's the indecent exposure observed during moving violation, May 23rd, 2020, around 4:30 p.m. I read this, so that's the reason why I'm starting to giggle right now. One of the deputies on the special patrol saw a black 2015 F-150 traveling at high speeds, approximately 85 miles per hour on Highway 89 in Peoples Valley. The speed limit in the portion of road is 65 miles per hour. So the guy was excessively just going. So that was a bad violation. I mean, you just got to be safe on that. Then changes to 55 miles per hour, and the truck never slowed. At one point, a deputy saw the truck pass another vehicle with no passing zone, and when parallel to the vehicle they were passing, the passenger mooned the other driver by pulling his pants down, exposing his bottom. The deputy noted the driver in the vehicle they were passing appeared elderly. So obviously the guy was like, no, this can't be happening. The deputy eventually caught up for the truck for traffic stop. The driver was cited for a moving violation, and the passenger, a 25-year-old man, was cited for indecent exposure. This is the funny part. The driver noted his friend's moons. The driver noted his friend moons people all the time and can't get him to stop. This action at those speeds is simply unsafe. So that's kind of good
from the area. Yeah, it's a normal thing.
Man, that's so funny, man. But if you have friends like that, guys, you're might have to separate yourself for a little bit and then get back together when you get your front cortex back up and running around 2024. They say that men don't have that.
Did they say he was 25?
Men don't have that till we're 40, I think they said. So, hey, you guys didn't hear that from me. Do not quote me. I promise you, I did not say that. That is not right. I didn't mean that. So, guys, that's the funniest stuff that I've ever heard in a while. But that was kind of good news. Good news / bad news for them.
Entertaining news. How about that?
There we go. Entertainment news, man. So speaking of entertainment, it looks like we are going to be having a lot of events coming up online in Prescott. So they're gearing up for the territorial art fair. They're gearing up for the jazz festival coming up. They're gearing up for everything. And then once again, the jazz festival is still on full board. It's going down. So that's going to be.
Huh? Do you know what the dates of those events are?
I'll go ahead and get them and start reposting them. They're going to be coming in very, very, very soon. In June, actually, Eric. They're all in June. So
and that's next week already. That's what I was asking. We also have they're having the Prescott Valley Drive-Ins Friday.
Yes, this Friday. And if you guys haven't seen the map, make sure you follow the map because it looks like every location is going to be closed to enter. You have to enter off of Lake Valley Road. So make sure you check out that map. You have to enter. And as soon as it's full, it's full. So you guys have to make sure you show up at a reasonable time. And you will enter on Lake Valley Road. And it looks like your exit. That's kind of funny. For some reason, there is no exit on this thing. Yeah, that's kind of like a hokey doke. Yeah, Eric, I don't know. The map looks a little bit. Here, let me go ahead and show you guys the map so you guys can go ahead and decipher with me. You know how that works.
But, and I was reading the notes. They're not going to require people to.
Oh, am I sharing the screen yet?
No, I gotta pause you. It's just you're frozen, but I hear you. Anyway, they talk about you don't have to stay in your car if you want to sit in the back of your pickup, things like that. You can definitely do that at the drive-in.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Oh snap!
Yeah, I can hear you, but I.
Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm having an issue. So, guys,
I don't know. Did we lose him?
Valley Road. I mean, yeah, you might have lost me.
Yeah, I can certainly hear you, but I think we lost you there. I gotta love good old Zoom here.
Zoom. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty awesome little deal. It looks like Chick-fil-A is going to be on site as well, guys. So maybe get there early and get that food going. I wonder why they chose Chick-fil-A.
They're across the street, and maybe they just stepped up. You don't know.
No, Chick-fil-A is like down the highway, isn't it? Yeah, down the highway. Definitely down the highway. Anyways, I think my videos froze.
I think so too. I think that means that we are done for today.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make that happen. Because if I push one of our buttons, says it's going to close the program. So everybody, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And let's go ahead and have a great, great day. And it is Thursday, so we'll have one more day. And then tomorrow, I promise we will mess up again.
Hey, but it'll be Friday, right? So that's all that matters. So do your closing, my friend.
Yay, man. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Eric, I think that if I close this, I'm going to be closed down too as well. So I'll get in contact with you later. But thank you, guys. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Let's go ahead and
have a great day.